Warm welcome to the Dave Monk programme on BBC.
Also in this first hour, we're bringing to a close an amazing story that you've been hearing on the Dave Monk programme for almost exactly a year now. Dan Skeets, a Chelmsford man who left Essex in 2014 on his motorcycle, and he rode back again to join us. During the time he's been away, he's brought us audio updates from across the world and across his trip.
I'm an Essex boy. I grew up in rural Essex, in Nounsley, a hamlet near Hatfield Peveril, and lived in Chelmsford all my life. Worked hard, got married, got 2 kids.
Very hard, isn't it, to give up something, secure, that's providing you with a decent income, a decent quality of life, all those sort of things. Very hard to jack that in and do something as bold as you did.
The trip was full of emotion.
Yeah.
It was the practicalities of doing it, it was the landscapes, but the people and my experience through all of those situations.
Morning Dave, this is Dan Skeets. I'm still in northeast India. It's Wednesday the 22nd October. You can see over Bhutan, the foothills of the Himalayas. So many rivers are coming down towards the Bangladesh Delta. We've passed loads of them. It's so green, there's agriculture everywhere, there's palm trees, there's banana trees, there's paddy fields. India has filled me full of so many diverse emotions. I love it, I hate it, it infuriates me. I want to be a part of it. I pulled over at a small village. Everyone, as usual, has stopped, staring at who are these people on motorbikes pulling up for a cup of tea in the morning. They're all smiling. Wednesday, 5th of November. I'm still with the guys riding through Myanmar. We're on day 5 of our travels across the country. Part of that was about 100 miles of, well, it wasn't a road, it was a dirt track. There was dirt and stones. 4-wheel drives had gone through and we had to drive through the ruts they'd left with their wheels. The bikes themselves, a couple of the bikes have taken a bit of a beating. I'm with one of the guys in the group, a guy from Germany called Rolf.
Nearly all people are smiling all the time, and when they see you, they're waving, the kids are waving, grown-ups are waving, and they're smiling, and that makes the stay here in Myanmar really, really special.
It's 5 o'clock.
I left England, start of April, so I've been away maybe 8 months. I've ridden my motorbike down through Europe, through the Middle East and India. I've travelled through 25 countries now, and my poor bike has done 20,000 miles, and it was in serious need of repair and maintenance. So I've left my motorbike in Bangkok. My daughter flew out to see me. She arrived in Bangkok the back end of November. We headed south and we've been to 3 islands, and we did a dive course on one of them, so we're now open water scuba divers, something I've always wanted to do, and now I've done that. My intention is to head into northern Thailand and head east into Laos, come south down into Cambodia, and then I have to come back into Thailand to head down through Malaysia, Singapore. I'll have to start finding boats to put my bike on, to head across to Indonesia. And then if everything works out well, I'll end up south of Indonesia on a small country called East Timor, where I understand I'll be able to try and find, or I should be able to find a cargo boat to put my motorbike on and ship it across to Australia, to Darwin in the Northern Territory. Off the west coast on the island of Penang, and I was going to meet my son. I met him in Bangkok, and we spent 4 great weeks travelling through Thailand, back into Cambodia, through Vietnam. Had an amazing time together. The mighty Mekong, which I must have followed in various parts, so it was great seeing the delta where it finally emerges out into the sea. It's a bit of a landmark for me here. I've now been away for 1 year, and rather special. I've came overland from London to Malaysia, here in Penang. This is 29 countries, 23,000 miles, and other than putting my motorbike on a boat from Dover to Calais, my motorbike has been overland the whole way. I've had problems with my motorbike. Some of the roads I've been on have been awful, just really bad conditions, and it's taken its toll on my bike. The exhaust fell in half, so I had to get that re-welded. I'm in Flores, a 24-hour ferry journey away from the island of Timor. When I arrive in Timor, it will take me 2 days to get to the country of East Timor. So as I sit here this morning, I'm a week and a half away from where I need to be. My motorbike's not working. I've been told the jetty where I load my motorbike onto the ferry has collapsed, and getting my motorbike onto this ferry, which only leaves once a week, is a problem in itself. As I sit here, I don't feel too good. It's the 10th of July. Get into Australia for the end of June. So it's the 10th of July and I've done it. My motorbike is here. As of tomorrow, I'm riding in the outback, so that's going to be so interesting. Dry, massive blue skies because it was flat. There were no hills or mountains. There was red dirt everywhere. Hardly any vegetation, hardly any wildlife. At the roadhouses, I'd meet the guys that worked in the outback on the massive cattle stations. So the modern day cowboys, big lorries that have 3 or 4 wagons on the back. And my intention was at that time to come home. I was going to fly home. I was going to fly my motorbike home, and that was the end of my journey. I flew my motorbike on the 7th of August from Sydney to Moscow. I've been here a week and having a great time. God, I had no idea I was going to come to Russia. And over the next week, I'm going to ride home. So I'm going to ride out of Russia through the Baltic countries, Latvia, Estonia. I'm going to go through Poland and Germany, and then I'm eventually going to come into France. I'm going to arrive in England, possibly on the 27th or 28th of August. And the idea is that I arrive in Chelmsford on Saturday the 29th of August.
Well, I've been away nearly 18 months, and I'm desperate to see family and friends. I'm really emotional about it. I want to see people, but at the same time, it's the end of a journey.
I just wanted to say a few words to everyone at home, really, about people now obviously know what I did. I had a dream. I had a dream many years ago, and I planned and saved my money really hard to make my dream come true. And I think, say to people, well, think harder about your dreams, and that dreams can be reality. It just takes a little bit of thought, preparation, and whether they can be realised in 1 day, 1 month, 1 year or 10 years.